How are you all doing, guys? Well, my story is back early on last year, and got a lump on my neck. Went to doctors, went through quite a few tests, and got referred to hospital. More tests at hospital, and turns out I'd got Hodgkin's lymphoma. I was probably diagnosed around about early July with Hodgkin's lymphoma. It's a watch and wait type of cancer, depending on what stage you were. I was at stage 2. I'd got no cancer below my diaphragm. I'd got a bit in my neck either side, more on the right side. I'd got a little bit in my chest and under my right armpit. I'd got none below my diaphragm, which would be more than stage 2. My doctor turned around and said that it's a watch and wait, which is, to be honest with you, it's cancer, it's frightening. I think my family went more through it than I did, but fair enough. It's a watch and wait, they're not too worried about it. Trust your doctor, he can see it. Well, I had my PET scan, showed very clearly where my cancer were, and the guy that was seeing was over 3 or 4 hospitals, so he was probably the top man in the area. But then, come just before bonfire night, the Friday night, I came home from work 8 o'clock as usual, watched a bit of TV, went to bed with wife. Early hours, I said to Mrs, I said, I don't feel very well. I'm gonna grab a sleeping bag and go and jump on the settee so you can get some decent sleep though. As you would. I mean, that'll say Saturday morning, early hours. Next thing I know, I'm actually waking up on the Wednesday in a recovery room in Kingsmill Hospital in Nottinghamshire. Obviously, emotions took out, crying, what the fucking hell's going off? But nothing to do with my cancer. Turned out I'd got a viral brain infection. They did more tests to find out whether it was bacterial. Didn't really seem to come back with much. I ended up spending another week and a half in one at Ward 24, amazing staff. Just recovering, having more tests done. Another PET scan. I had another PET scan for that for my head. But yeah, the thing is, I wasn't really that bothered. It didn't bother me, but it's not me that actually had to sit through having the viral brain. And apparently, on the late Saturday night, early Sunday hours up morning, I had 2 seizures. And after I had 2 seizures, then they decided to put me in a coma early hours of Sunday morning to try and help me. I mean, it's not me that sat through watching me wired up to multiple monitors behind me, breathing apparatus, you know, the pump thing that goes up and down at the side of you, helping you breathe. Can't remember a damn thing. It was my wife that sat through most of that. She won't let my son go, even though he's quite mature, my son, because you're not seeing your dad like that. I mean, she was praying that I was going to come around all right. I've always said that I don't want to live in a vegetable state. Cheers. So that way, sorry about that. Yeah, I'd never said that I don't want to live. I don't want to be in Springford or area. I myself, I like to be doing what I do, going about, riding bikes. Hence the reason why I've swapped over to an e-bike. I'll never get rid of me airdrop. Pretty amazing bike that. So basically, they tried to bring me out of a coma on the Tuesday, apparently my body just sort of says, no, you ain't coming out yet. I wouldn't breathe on my own. All my stats dropped as they tried to take me off, so they put me back under. And then again they tried on the Wednesday, which seems to be a hell of a lot more successful. My memory is that all I can do is remember waking up. I've got a lovely little Asian girl called Lenny looking after me. Absolutely diamonds, all lot of them. And a woman in end, I think it must have swapped shifts. And then a lady called Clara looking after me until I was ready to go up onto the ward. Didn't really have many tests, but obviously they keep you keep observation on you when you're in ward. You know, your blood pressure, your stats, everything like that. Probably, I don't know, probably 4 times a day, 5 times a day. Yeah, they're really decent staff in Ward 24 at Kingswell. I'm very impressed. But yeah, the story goes on. I was in there a week and a half, coming out on a Friday. The thing is, just even before that, I started losing energy. I'm pretty sure that was my cancer. 6 weeks before I had my viral brain infection, I put my bike away. I just didn't have the energy. And then, after I come out of hospital, I rested for a good 3.5 months, continually seeing doctors and wherever here and making sure I'm alright. They said I couldn't drive, so I stopped driving. They said my seizures was actually what they call provoked seizures, nothing to do with epilepsy. So that's how that's gone. Provoked seizures. There is a law stating that if you're okay, that you should be able to drive within after 6 months. Now, if it were on a basic car license, that is, if you've been driving a lorry a lot longer, if it would have been an epileptic seizure, minimum of a year for a car driver. So I'm quite lucky I've been able to get back on car in these recent weeks. Well, my van. Work's been absolutely fantastic. I was getting ready, going back to work. I knew already going back to work, because even though my energy weren't there, I needed to phase back into work. Normally I drive a forklift and unload and load lorries, but I knew my energy wasn't there, so I suggested I could go back on face to work. My boss was happy, and I don't know what we got here. A branch. Yeah, my boss was happy to go back as long as my doctor's okay. So I approached my doctor saying that my boss was happy for me to go back on a face to work. There's plenty to do. We're out driving forklift. We've got a lot of like sorting sort of work to do, which is just basically stood around sorting stuff. So that's what I ended up doing. And at first week I ended up doing 3 hours a day. First week I think I did 3 days, Wednesday to Friday. I did about 3.5 the following week. Gradually built it up like an hour. So it's a bit tricky here. About an hour a week, done every day, like. Which, in all fairness, my energy was rock bottom when I first started work, and now I'm near enough back to full fitness to what I were anyway before I really took ill. I've had my car licence back probably, what, 2, maybe 3 weeks now. So that's all good. I go about. I'm from down in Derbyshire. Obviously, I'm riding at the moment. I'm at Gisborne Forest. Absolutely awesome place. I love this. The lads have organised a weekend up in near Ambleside, so I'm up for that. Fitness is here. I've got an e-bike. helping back to fitness. Will I go back to analog bike? Yeah, of course I will. I think I've got a couple of weeks more time. We're going to Bike Park Wales. I'll be definitely taking the analog bike because I absolutely love that bike. It's an amazing downhill. It's an airdrop Edit V4. Bit on the heavy side, but my God, does it descends well. So yeah, that's where I'm at. If anybody, you guys, I mean, that was my inspiration to get back on the bike. I had pictures of it. I absolutely love that bike, and yeah, that made a real inspiration to get back on bike. And it's, I think, why I'm riding as well as I am now. I mean, even when I was off and I couldn't do anything, I couldn't drive, I couldn't go out. Well, I could go out, but like walking. Some days I'd try and do like 6 miles a day just to try and get my fitness back up. It weren't easy. Some days I just go up top at road light. I live in a local town, and you know, just grab a few bits from local shop, come back home. Really, I used to do that every day without fail, even if it was raining, just to get out. I needed to get out. It's a horrible feeling when you're stuck inside and you just can't do anything. Same as when I first woke up from the coma, the helplessness. Oh, it's a horrible feeling. None of you guys go through that. It's horrible. But I suppose life's life. I've never looked down when I first found out I got cancer. I don't know. I suppose I took it better than family. It's one of them things. The worst thing was for me when I found out I got cancer. I'd got my mum in hospital. They actually turned around and said to my mum, "You're not coming out." I mean, to me, that's pretty awful. Telling my mum that I got cancer when she was near enough lying on the deathbed. Luck would have it, they tried something with my mum and they brought it back. My mum's not got a very good heart, but she's pulled through. She's doing quite well. She's going about, takes dogs walks with my dad, so everything's all good there. Let's just hope things keep going up and up. I certainly do feel loads better. Absolutely loving it. Well, that's my story. If you want to like, comment or subscribe, just do so. I'm going to try and start doing a few more videos, so we'll see how we go. Right, catch you on the next one. Or maybe I might bang a bit more on this one.